a couple first-person shooters and all that. But like they were really not into these kinds of games that I'm aware of, at least, which might be unfair on my part. That he was like, hey, I bought that game that you're playing all the time. Like, maybe we could play multiplayer sometime. Which I basically told him he was welcome to join when I do a multiplayer session, and I need to actually check with Moon and them on that because I don't know what day he's gonna play. But yeah. Like that was the I commented a few times because we've rated Ziggy D on one occasion, or maybe it's twice, I don't remember. And Ziggy's rated us a couple of times as well, and that's actually how I found his community. Was I was really big into Path of Exile for the longest time. I mean, I still like the game. I just haven't really been in the last two leagues in a meaningful level, and that's what introduced me to his stream was Path of Exile. And then I've kept up with him as he switched games around. Like, he still plays Path of Exile, but he's played a bunch of other games other than Path of Exile in between leagues or as leagues wind down, that kind of thing. And I found I very much enjoy the other games he's playing as well. And, like, to this day, I have not seen many people be able to pull off playing Kenshi on stream, because it's a game that just has such a large amount of downtime. But because of how engaged he gets in everything, like, very enjoyable stream to watch him play Kenshi. Which, like I said, there's not many people who can pull it off. It's a great game, it's just really tough to watch. Yeah, so what you might consider doing, a Hansk, is there are a lot of streamers who have, like, multiplayer servers. I'm not one of them. I don't run a multiplayer server. But there are a number of different communities that have multiplayer servers set up for Project Zomboid you could definitely find. And they come in all flavors, where some of them are really, really difficult servers with sprinters all the time and that kind of stuff. You have some that are far more casual and like everything in between. So I would recommend looking around and seeing what you can't find there. Because like that'd be a good thing. Like I know Inverse Flux has been running a server, Royal with Cheese has been running a server, Djax has been running a server. I know a number of people like I'm trying to think, because I know a whole bunch of them who were running servers, but I don't know who still is running servers, because some of them kept servers up, some of them didn't. Yep. No, I agree. And I've had that discussion with like friends as well, where it's like, okay, there's the game we played together, had a great time together, and it's like, but it was the one game we enjoyed together. Like I had a big community of people I played Warframe with for the longest time. But as we all kind of burnt out on Warframe, decided we wanted to play other games and whatnot, there weren't really other games that we had as a common interest. Yeah, I get that, but you can always make more friends. Like, that's, like, playing the game with new people, that's a friend you would be still making. Like, that's some of my, so I have friends I made from, like, going to high school together, but there's very few of those that stuck around. There are a few. There are definitely a couple of the friends that I went to high school with that have become lifelong friends and all that kind of stuff. But the vast majority of those didn't keep interest together and all that kind of stuff. Now, when it comes to like a bunch of friends, I don't have like any friend that is like 100% overlap interest, and that's fine. But I have had tons of games that none of my friends for the longest time were particularly interested in that I went and found communities I were interested in and made friends. Like the GTRP thing, I can't imagine any of the people I played games with having any interest in that, like, at all. And that's not a criticism of them or anything. It's just not something I could see them enjoying. But, I went and got the GTRP thing. It's like, alright, well, I'll just get to know people in the game. Like, RP with people. And I have made some friends who have been around for quite a while from that. Like, I mean, Moonwitch hopped to the channel earlier. I met her through GTRP. There was Elle, who was one of the first people to like really kind of not just push, but like really engage with the stream to, you know, say, hey, you know, you can do more than just stream to a handful of people. And she's someone I still stay in touch with a lot, even though I don't RP at all anymore. Like, friends I've met through games have been some of the friends I've stuck around the longest. And again, I do have real-life friends that I've known since, like, middle school and high school. Like, there's just only a few. Okay. I mean, the beauty of the internet is it's global. So you can play with people all around the world. I need to grab food for us to eat, and I don't know what we were going to eat. Like, normally I'd say, yeah, we'll do the roaches, but the roaches will make us sad, which slows down our action speeds, and we really don't want to slow down our action speeds right now, because that'll just get tedious. I forgot we had the bowl of oatmeal. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. I'm making salads out of my canned vegetables. And in this one, since I think this might be the last set of planks we had pre-prepared, I'm just going to grab those. And we're getting to that point I need to boil water soon. A single twig? Probably not. I think a single twig only gives us 5 minutes. But the scrap wood plus a couple of those branches should be plenty. Alright, and if everyone will bear with me for just a minute, I need to run down. So if I'm going to have this over here, let's move our fire before I start feeding fuel into it. And I shouldn't take all these with the water, but I'm going to because, I don't know, I'm going to. Okay, now we want to put all that in with our fire. Nice, Whistle making the amazing sound. So being stressed while doing the fire strat around a blocked car and just blasting every zombie with a magnum. Yeah, I've mentioned a number of times I just don't do burns in this game because one, like, it takes forever to kill the zombies. It destroys the loot. You end up burning down half the town. I know it doesn't have to be that way, but I just generally avoid it. I'm much more apt to go for burning down, like, or just shooting up half the town instead. So that's more enough fuel. So let's grab some twigs and a lighter. Well, I have a lighter, so let's just grab some twigs. I could grab all these clothes, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. In a couple of minutes, I'll have to go downstairs one last time to grab my dinner, and then I'll have, like, then we'll be done with the whole me stepping away for a while. Is that cooking 2? No, it's cooking 3. Cool. The end of the dinner arc is soon. It sort of just felt like filler. Yeah, it is one of the things that just the timing kind of stinks. It's mostly because I do such a long format on streams that I have to find some point to actually eat. Oh. Yup. Alright, I'm gonna go down here and start tearing apart more furniture since I don't have any more axes handy to chop down trees. We saw those picnic benches. Those will be good. Tear apart the fence. Do all that kind of stuff. Because I remember I saw 2, maybe 3 picnic benches down here that we can get rid of. We had a meta event. It looked like she was going to turn northwest, but she aggroed on us before she finished, so we're not really sure which way the zombies are going to go. That would be nice. Like, instead of having to right-click on the little icon, just be like, alright, foraging. Just give me my stuff. Okay. Okay, we recorded everything. We're good. Go back taking apart a picnic bench, and that should be the last time I have to step away other than like using the restroom or whatever. So sorry about that. I'll come back for those. I think after these benches, like I carry the set of wood up, I'm going to go to the rural supply place and see what we can't find for where's the duff bag? For watering cans and such. Like, I'm not gonna full loot it because I don't have the capacity right now. But I want to get the watering pails so that I can start. Oh, actually, it's raining. I should be planting stuff right now because it's raining, which will water it for me. And if it doesn't water it enough, then I can come back for the rain pails. They're going pretty overburdened because I don't want to, like, I don't think I'll be able to find those planks getting particularly easy. Oh, one thing we did say we're going to do at some point is we've had one of our past characters died in this area. And we're going to put a cross up where they died. Just because. It's not the same world. It's a completely new world. But it's just, you know, honoring one of our past fallen selves. Yep, gotta pay our respects. So we're going to walk up to it, we're going to put a cross, and then we're going to push F. I love that that's become a meme that has stuck around for a very long time. Because, like, it seemed like just another one-off thing. Alright, zombie, don't pay attention, nothing's happening here. There's nothing to see here. I'm just going to put the scrap wood in this fire. That should lower our weight, and then I'll go, I'll formally introduce you to my crowbar. That did not take enough weight off her person. Hold please, zombie. We'll just drop the bag. Oh, and thank you for the vitamins. It's Carpentry 3 already. Picnic benches are amazing for carpentry skill. Okay, so I do not have enough for, Alright, so let's get some stuff planted. I guess we're just going to plant right down here. I'm not going to go far with it. So let's go grab some seeds, let's go grab our trowel, and let's get those in the ground real fast so I have food coming in. Ideally, we are going to start augmenting our food with fish, but right now I just need food at all. Hey, Rainbow Octavian, how's it going? And yep, we've got our generator here. We've got a vehicle fueled up. We're starting to try and get our farm started, so we have food coming in. I'm actually not gonna, like, normally I'd take the time to, like, fence in our farm, but I'm just not gonna do it this time. So the reason I'm putting the one-tile gaps in our farm is otherwise when the plants get diseases, they can spread. Versus if you bunch it up all, you know, it keeps... It's like if you've played RimWorld, you can put gaps between your plots to keep disease from spreading. It's the same idea. Gotcha. Nah, I hear you. I mean, I'm down in Florida, so I am intimately familiar with that whole shebang. But I do, you know, wish everyone the best of luck and all that. I really need to be getting these plants in the ground before this rain lets up. That's the only reason we jumped to doing this right away versus getting the water pails is because this means I don't even have to water it. And strawberries use way more seeds, so that can go in the row where I couldn't put down the fifth one because there's a tree in the way. So that tree's got to go, but I don't have an axe handy, so it's not going right yet. Make the farm bigger than I originally planned. Just get all these seeds in the ground so I don't have extras. That way also some zombies trample some and all that. Yeah, deal with that. Oh yeah, like, so after yesterday's stream, you know, where I had like all the video card problems and all that, and I had troubleshooted to the point where I'm like, okay, I think I've got things about where I want them. It was very difficult for me to be like, no, I need to go to bed so I can actually get some sleep. Don't boot up Timberborn. Because I wanted to play more Timberborn. It's an excellent game. Not the best for streaming and actually getting viewership, but for playing a fun game, it is an excellent game. And like, I have no regrets that we played that first stream the other day. I'm glad we did. It was a really good time. And like, even though we had much lower viewership, I will say we had pretty good engagement in chat the entire time. Like, there was little spells that get quiet where, you know, people are probably eating or whatever. But people are very engaged the whole time. And that's always nice. It makes it much easier to stream when, you know, you got people to chat with and all that versus you're just talking to yourself. Yeah, and 3 more of these should have all of our seeds in the ground. I usually don't make my farms this big. I'm just doing it because we have rain, so I don't need to water them. And I've got the seed, so why not? But when I need to water these again, we'll just go to the rural supply store, get a bunch of watering cans, bring them back. Plus it gives a whole bunch more worms for fishing. Oh, for a moment I thought that tree was a zombie. I'm like, are you crapping me that, like, the moment we plant, the zombie goes strolling through? Because the zombies will mess up your farm if they go walking through it a bunch. Like, that's the reason almost everyone will wall off their farms. I'm just going by, if I plant enough stuff, whatever. Hi, zombie. You're actually well-timed, zombie, because I have a gift for you. Yeah, and I wish I had time to play it more. Because I kind of want to do the same thing, is like just start up a new Timberborn colony now that I know like what I can do with the water and all that, and just almost gun to try and start managing the water right away. I keep forgetting. Okay, so the first thing we're doing is when we walk inside here, I'm opening and closing that door so that's not locked on us anymore. once you understand how the power works, it's pretty straightforward. You have things that create power. The water wheels make water, like when water passes through them,